County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
Knox Central High
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
Knox Central High
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
Knox Central High
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And we'll place it in, Knox Central, Class 4A Regional Champion.
Knox Central High School.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And we'll place it in, Knox Central, Class 4A Regional Champion.
Knox Central High School.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And we'll place it in, Knox Central, Class 4A Regional Champion.
Knox Central High School.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And we'll place it in, Knox Central, Class 4A Regional Champion.
Knox Central High School.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millward & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to milwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers! This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millward & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
Knox Central High School.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC?
This
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Hey, what's up, Panther Nation? Welcome back to the Blue and Gold Network. Thank you for tuning in tonight to our Lady Panthers versus the Corbin Red Hounds. I'm Emily Jordan. I'm here with Travis Mills. Travis, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited. Unfortunately, our girls are down a man today. Maggie Gibson is out with a calf strain, I was told.
Big hit for the Lady Panthers there. Corbin Lady Red Hounds have a lot of big girls down there in the post, especially the new transfer, number 40. Not sure what her name is. She's from Whitley County originally. She transferred over the summer.
Aubrey Clements, I think. But, yeah, praying for Maggie. Hope she's good. I think she's out only a week, which is great, but this is a tough game to miss.
It is. It feels good being back on the headset here. Is this the first home game for the ladies? No, this is not the first home game. It is the second, I believe.
I think. Second or third.
Yeah.
But they're coming off a victory. They beat Floyd over the weekend at Saturday.
Start lineup tonight for the Lady Panthers is going to be 31 Kylie Smith, 21 Kaylin Smith, 33 Kenzie Hensley, 14 Shelby Mills, and 22 Shelby Smith.
Yeah, so normally they'll have Shelby switching in and out. I'm a little worried with our bench because you can't have these girls go out there and play the whole game straight. And typically Shelby's the one they'll put in, but now that they're down a man, I don't know who's going to step in and fill that.
Yep, and you look at this lineup, Emily, not a single senior for these Lady Panthers tonight.
Not a one. The only thing we have is Shelby and Kenzie are juniors. Kaylin's a sophomore, and then Shelby and Kylie are freshmen. So we have a young lineup here. But these games are always good. JV, I believe the score was 55-40. Corbin ended up taking that. But, man, Corbin versus Knox is just every game.
It's a good rivalry. Almost one of our biggest rivals. You got a lot of girls that have transferred out of Knox or out of another school near us going to Corbin.
Yeah, speaking of rivalries, we also play Barberville tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, yes.
Make sure to tune into that. That's always a heated rivalry right there.
We are getting ready for the national anthem.
Welcome to Knox Central High School tonight's basketball action between the visiting Corbin Lady Red Hounds and your Knox Central Lady Panthers. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, if you were just tuning in, it is the Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Red Hounds tonight. Your starting lineup for the Lady Red Hounds. Number 34, Sadie Mobley. 24, Izzy Walker. 32, Addie Wilson. 33, Lydia King. And 40, Aubrey Clemens.
Number 3, Callie Seward.
Oh, we have a mistake on there.
Number 24, Izzy Walker. Number 33, Addie Wilson. Number 33, Lydia King. And number 40, Aubrey Clemens. The Lady Red Hounds are led by Isaac Wilson.
And your starting lineup for the Lady Panthers.
For the Lady Panthers. Up first, number 14, Shelby.
Number 14, Shelby Mills.
Number 21, Kaylin.
Number 21, Kaylin Smith.
Number 33,
Mackenzie Hensley.
Number 22, Shelby Smith.
Number 22, Shelby Smith.
And
number 31, Kylie Smith. Emily, going into this game, what do you think the Lady Panthers need to really focus on against these Lady Red Hounds?
You know, from what I've watched with the Panthers, they've had really good defensive chemistry. Sometimes that offense isn't clicking. And with a team like Corbin, you know they're going to come out aggressive. You know they're going to come out hard on the defense. We got to be smart in our passes, in our drives, and what we choose to shoot.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to ref both of these teams in summer ball, and something I noticed from the Lady Red Hounds is they like to shoot the ball.
And that was almost a really big problem in our season opener. We let too many shots get past us.
Lady Red Hounds win the tip.
Number 24 is going to have that at the top of the key. She's going to throw it over to 40. Up and over 32. Back to 24.
Panthers defense holding it tight.
Throw it out to the wing, 32. A lot of good ball movement there. Almost right there's a fumble from number 33, Lydia King. Just got it, maybe thrown a little too high, went out of bounds.
Lady Panthers with the ball. Smith inbounds to Hensley. Hensley going to bring it up.
Kaylin's going to drive, and it's no good.
No
24 is going to bring that ball back up.
Oh, almost a steal by Shelby Mills.
That was good defense right there.
Ooh, missed a walk right there, but basket by Clemens. Lady Red Hounds staying in a man-to-man defense.
Ball is now in the hands of 14. She's going to go up, and that is a three by Shelby Mills. Her shot is lethal.
One of the best offensive players in the 13th region, maybe in the state.
She's had a fantastic season so far. 24 is going to have that ball at the top of the key. Throw it down to 40. Down to 3. She's going to drive in,
Good
and
defense.
that is going to be 2.
Tough basket right there.
Going to be 2 by Stewart.
Hensley bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers. Hensley going to drive it in, floats it up. Good.
24, Izzy Walker is going to bring up the ball here. Panthers look to be in a man defense. She's going to drive it in, and foul called on.
Illegal screen.
See, I missed it. I thought he called it on Shelby for
That's what
a
I
little
thought, too,
shove,
yeah.
but
Looked like number 40 Clemens pushed off on the back of Kaylin, on Kaylin. Mills over to Smith.
Go down to Kaylin, back out to 33.
Hensley for
Mackenzie
three.
Hensley
No
just
good.
off. Walker going to bring the ball back up. Panthers are still in a man defense here. She's going to drive it in. Good defense here by Smith.
Ooh, Shelby Mills with a steal. Picked up by Shelby Smith.
She's
going to
take
it in, floats it up.
Floater.
And it's no good. Offensive
almost.
rebound by Kaylin Smith. Puts it up. No good. Corbin with the rebound.
Walker's bringing it up again. She's going to drive back down, and it's up. And
Ooh, it's going to be a foul on Kaylin Smith.
Foul on number 21, Kaylin Smith, the first.
It's going to be Kaylin's first foul of the game.
At the line.
That's one thing the Lady Panthers don't want is Kaylin getting in foul trouble, especially with no Maggie tonight.
yeah, you can't have, especially with her playing your center right now, you can't have Kaylin get out because there's not a lot of height on our Lady Panthers team, nor on our bench, especially. You have to keep Kaylin in this game.
Yeah, first one by Walker is good. Second's up, and it is good.
That'll put the Red Hounds up by 1, 5-6 here with 5 minutes left.
Shelby Mills bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers. She's going to dribble at the top of the key over to Hensley. She's calling for a screen. Nobody's coming up. Screen by Kaylin over to Shelby Smith, who kicks it over to Shelby Mills. Shoots the three. Bang! Good.
Walker's going to bring the ball up again for the Lady Red Hounds. Over to Lydia King.
He drives it in on Shelby Mills.
Back
Kicks
up
it
to
out
33.
Three. No good.
No good.
Rebound, Kylie Smith. Ooh, who could have been fouled out there with no call.
Yeah, that was a steal by Lydia King, and that is a
Three by Walker. No good. It's going to be a foul on Shelby Smith. It's going to be her first. Lady Panthers got to box out and rebound. Too many second chances right there for the Lady Red Hounds.
Yeah, that was a lot of just, for lack of a better word, messy.
Yeah.
That wasn't, and that's not what you want. 32's going to go up.
No good. Oh, that should have been a walk right there. No call.
Lydia King's going to drive it in
No
and
good.
under the basket. Good defense there by Smith. Out to
Shelby
14,
Mills is gonna have
Shelby
open
Mills,
floor.
and that is good.
No
No,
good. Misses.
just out. Ooh. Maybe could have been a foul call there. 33 is going to go up, no good. But Clemens will put it in for 2 for the Lady Red Hounds. Shelby Mills is going to bring the ball up. Three is up.
No good. Rebound, Lydia King. She's going to bring it up for the Lady Red Hounds.
Over to 32. She's going to go in. 43
Clemens
is
for
up.
three. No good. Rebound, Kylie Smith, who's going to bring it up for the Panthers. Kicks it over to Hensley. Hensley drives it in. Going to be a foul on Lydia King.
Fouls on 33. Lydia King with first, second, coming in Lady Red Hounds. Number 5, Kate Creech. And number 34, Sadie Mosley.
Going to get some subs right here. Number 5, Creech. And number 32 or 34,
Sade. Mills going to drive it in.
Should have got a foul there. No,
No
call.
foul call.
Gets her own rebound. Jump shot. No good. Rebound, Lady Red Hounds.
King's going to bring up the ball here.
It's going to be a double dribble on Lydia King. It's going to be Lady Panther ball.
You know, that stretch there, that was just a lot of rebound, miss, going back down, rebound,
Yep.
shoot, miss.
What we call sloppy basketball.
Slow it down here a little. That's
Oop. Going to be a foul on Lydia King. That's going to be her second foul. We're going to get a sub. Checking in for Lydia. It's going to be number 10, Frederick. Braylon Frederick. Shelby Smith inbounding the ball for the Lady Panthers.
And then number 32 also subbed in, Addie Wilson.
Hensley with the ball up top, dribbles it around, passes over to Shelby Mills. Shelby Mills is going to kick it over to Shelby Smith. Over to Hensley, he's going to drive it in. Tate puts it up, no call. Kaylin with a rebound. Back to Hensley, floats it up, gets fouled. That foul's going to be on number 32, Wilson. It's going to be her first.
That is Corbin's fourth, so I believe after 5,
Yep.
the Lady Panthers shoot free throws.
Now, Emily, we were talking about how the sloppy basketball, rebound, missed shot, turnovers. In games like this, free throws are very critical for both teams. You've got to make your free throws. If you're not hitting your shots, you've at least got to hit your free throws. And her first one was good by Hensley. Second's up, and it is good. Mackenzie Hensley hits both. Looks like Coach Warren has switched into a full court press.
Threw it in back to 5 over to Frederick. She's going to throw it down to 34. And that is Wilson in the corner, and the 3 is good. Shelby Mills is going to bring the ball up here.
Kicks it over to Hensley. He's going to dribble it in, bring it back out. Kicked it into Kylie, back out to Shelby Mills. Over to Shelby Smith, who's going to dribble it back to the top of the key, passes it to Shelby Mills.
Good ball movement there.
Ooh, Mackenzie Hensley draws the foul. It's going to be on number 5, Creech.
That is the 5th foul from Corbin, I believe.
Hensley's first one is no good. Hensley's second one is up, and it is good. Mackenzie Hensley, a great free throw shooter.
24 is going to bring the ball up here. She's going to kick it out in
And wide
the
open
corner.
again. Corner, no good.
No good. 34 is going to get the rebound, and she is fouled.
It's going to be on
by,
Kylie Smith, I believe.
Yep, by number 31, Kylie Smith.
Lady Panthers have got to box out. And Steve Warren is going to call timeout, 30-second timeout. Now, one thing I've noticed from this game, Emily, is the Lady Panthers have got to play better defense. They're fast, but they're not staying in front of their opponent.
Yeah, down low especially, and like we said, Maggie hurts us a lot, but we got to figure something out with the rebounds.
Yeah.
They are getting too many offensive rebounds, and there's too much fouls happening.
When you're missing Maggie, one thing with Kaylin is Kaylin can usually stretch out and shoot or be able to drive it in, but now she's having to step down and play that role of Maggie, who's having to control the post and guard the center of Corbin. Lady Redhound's going to be shooting too. It's going to be number 34, Mobley. Mobley's first one is going to be up, and it is good.
At the line, shooting for the second for 2 shots, number 34, Cindy Mobley.
Second one is up, and it is no good. Rebound, Shelby Mills. She's going to push it up. Almost walked there, got away. Over to Hensley. Hensley dribbles it up to the top, passes it over to Shelby Mills.
This is going to go down to Kaylin, and that goes out of her hands. 24, Walker is going to bring the ball up.
Coach Warren keeping his girls in a man-to-man defense.
Good defense here by Hensley over to Frederick.
Ooh, it's going to be a carry.
Possession is now in the Lady Panthers. 22 is going to throw it into 14, Shelby Mills, as she brings the ball up here.
Mills kicks it into Kaylin, who's going to kick it over to Mackenzie Hensley
She
for an
is
open
wide
three.
open.
Bang!
Hey!
3 from Hensley.
It's a big 3 right there. That's
Big
what we
shot
need.
for the Lady Panthers.
24 is going to drive it in, and she's up, and it's
Shot's no good, but it'll get the own rebound. It's and one. Foul's going to be on Mackenzie Hensley.
Those right
Nope, it's
there.
going to be on 31, Kylie Smith.
Those right there are what are hurting us right now. The easy rebounds with
Yeah, Lady
missed
Panthers have
shots.
got to box out. Mobley's first one is up, or the only one up is good.
Check again for the Lady Redhounds. Number 11, Riley Frederick.
Number
Riley
11.
Frederick checking in for the Lady Redhounds. Riley Frederick.
Mills is going to bring the ball up here over to Hensley.
Who kicks it over, or inside to Kylie Smith, who's going to get fouled.
Fouls on 10.
Fouls on number 10, Braylee Frederick.
31.
We're going to be in a bonus here, which is no longer a 1-on-1. It's going to be a 2-shot. A rule that changed a couple of years ago, but that has made basketball so much easier and so much quicker. First one's good for Kylie.
Checking in for the Lady Redhounds. Number 40, Aubrey Clemens.
We're going to get sub in for the Lady Redhounds. We're going to get Clemens back in and Petrowski, number 23. Kylie's second one is going to be up, and it is no good. Offensive rebound, Shelby Smith. Who's going to kick it over to, Petrowski with the steal. Oh, he's going to lose it.
Foot. She dribbled that one off her foot, so it is now Lady Panthers ball.
Shelby Smith to inbound over to Shelby Mills, who's going to bring it up. Kicks it up to Mackenzie Hensley. He's going to dribble back over to Shelby Mills. Kicks it over to Shelby Smith. Looks into Kaylin. Out to Shelby Mills. He's going to take it in, and is no good. Oh, Kylie Smith with a rebound. Gets fouled by Petrowski.
This is a big shot here from Kylie. It's 15 all coming to the final seconds of this first quarter.
And that's what the Lady Panthers need. They need Kylie Smith being a little bit more physical. First one's good. Kind of Kylie's playing that position of what normally Kaylin would play, the stretch 4. Second one is up, and it is good. Frederick into Walker. Walker's going to bring it up. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Panthers still in a man-to-man defense.
She's going to shoot that.
No good. Rebound, Kaylin Smith. Who's going to kick it over to Shelby Mills. Pushes it up to Hensley. Ooh, could have been a push there, but missed. Walker with the ball up to Frederick.
Good defense there by the Panthers, but
Shots up, no good. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Your Lady Panthers 17, Corbin, Lady Redhounds 15. We're going to go to ad break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing.
We are
DTG,
back. Shelby Mills
DTF,
gets
and
the ball
boutique
over to Kylie Smith.
Find them
Inside to
at
Kaylin, who
1263
takes it up and is good.
620.
Kaylin showing that power in the paint.
Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls
Walker's going to bring the ball up here over to
Support the
3. She's going to drive it in, back out to Frederick.
Who almost loses it. Inside to Clemens. Oh, it's going to be a foul on Kylie Smith. That's going to be her third.
Yeah, and we need Kylie here. We need someone who can
Ooh.
stretch this floor.
Actually, they're calling it on Kaylin Smith.
That's still not great.
I think they actually missed the numbers there. I think that should have been on Kylie, but, you know, that saves Kylie from being pulled out.
We need both those girls big time. 3's going to get the ball here over to 24.
We had a sub in number 15. I believe it's Kara
Oh, Karis Frederick
Karis,
subbed
yep.
in.
for Kaylin. Hensley bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers.
Good screen there by Karis. Hensley's
Hensley
going to
going to
drive
drive
it
it in. Gets it blocked by Clemens.
Walker's going to bring it back up here. Over to Frederick. Riley's going to bring it back
Good
up.
defense from Mills. Frederick
Frederick.
3 is good. Hensley bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers. Hensley over to Mills. Mills, oh, one of the 3 didn't take it. Shelby Smith drives it in, passes it back out to Kylie Smith for 3. No good. Ooh, going to stay with White. Stay with the Lady Panthers. 33 in for the Lady Redhounds, Lydia King. In for Walker. Shelby Smith to inbound the ball. Gets it into Kylie Smith.
Kylie's going to foul on 40.
Clemens with the hold. Shelby Smith inbounding the ball for the Lady Panthers. Gets it into Shelby Mills. He's going to take it in and doesn't get the foul.
Yeah, I saw a couple missed calls in there, but
It's going to be a foul on Shelby Mills. It's going to be a push. Little frustration foul, I believe, there. Frederick bringing the ball up for the Lady Redhounds. Guarded by Shelby Smith.
he's going to pass that over to Frederick, and it is
Late whistle there. It's going to be on 15. Karis Frederick.
Man, I don't know what ref saw there, but up here, I thought that was a clean block.
Yeah. First one up and is no good.
Kaylee Gambrill Garrison's going to check in here for Shelby Mills.
We can give her a little breather real quick. So right now on the floor you have 3 freshmen, 1 8th grader, and a junior. Talk about a young program here at Knox Central High School.
And that is great for the future of this program. Right now, it might hurt us just a little.
Yep. Hensley bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers. Who's going to drive it in, kicks it over to Shelby Smith, over to Kylie Smith for 3. No good. Rebound Lydia King over to Frederick.
Frederick's going to bring the ball up here for the Redhounds over to 40.
Could have been a walk, no call. Good defense, but she makes it. Basket by Clemens.
That was great defense by the Panthers. Just
Hensley bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers. Going to get a walk on Hensley. Yep, that was the right call.
Yeah, I think she wanted.
She wanted to kick the ball. Yep.
Number 34, Sadie Mobley.
Mobley is checking in for Lydia King.
Frederick's going to bring it up here. Panthers are still in this man defense.
Frederick to Frederick. They're sisters. 32 kicks it over to Mobley and loses it. It's going to be Lady Panther ball. Hensley inbounded to Shelby Smith, who's going to bring it up to the Lady Panthers. Kicks it over to Hensley. Hensley back over to Smith. Over to Kaylee for three. No good. It's going to be Lady Redhound ball.
Mobley here. Frederick's going to bring it up. She's going to kick it out. She wanted that pass to Clemens, but just high.
Shelby Mills checking back in for Shelby Smith. Going to give her a little break. We're going to get a timeout from the Lady Redhounds. It is going to be a full timeout.
Millard and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
All right, we are back from this timeout from the Lady Redhounds. Little update from the Lady Panthers. Currently, Kylie Smith and Kaylin Smith were both with 2 fouls. That's the only fouls right now for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, your lineup for the Panthers right now is 33 Mackenzie Hensley, 14 Shelby Mills, 15 Karis Frederick, 31 Kylie Smith, and 5 Kaylee Gambrell Garrison.
Shelby Mills driving the ball in, gets it, and doesn't get the and one. It's going to be 2 free throws for Shelby Mills. That is one thing I'll say about Shelby Mills, is she might be one of the quickest guards in the 13th region, just able to glide through defense to get to the basket.
Even just her handles, it's her shot.
First one is up, and it is good. Rolls in.
I think that's the best way to describe Shelby, is quick.
Yeah. Checking in for the Lady Redhounds, number 24 Walker and number 33 King. All right, Shelby Mills' second shot is up, and it is good. She does not miss free throws very often.
And in this game right now, free throws are crucial.
All right, Mobley into Walker. Going to bring it up for the Lady Redhounds. Lady Panthers still in a man-to-man defense.
Gonna
3, no good. Rebound. Going to kick it over to Hensley.
Over to
Shelby
Mills, she's going to drive it in.
And it is good. If she gets an open layup, usually, I'm going to say 9 out of 10 times she's making it.
Her percentages on free throws and everything.
Lydia King for 3, no good. Rebound, Frederick. He kicks it up to Kaylee Garrison.
Just a
misses it.
little too
turns
long.
It over. Ooh.
Wanted that 3, and that cost her right there. Hensley with the steal. She's going to bring it up.
He's going to drive it in.
Frederick's got shot.
No good.
I don't think she's quite ready for that one.
No.
Mills was calling for it there. One of the 3, she's going to drive it in, and that is a foul
on Frederick. It's going to be number 32, Addie Wilson, at the line.
33, Eddie Wilson.
Wilson's first one is up, and it is good.
Taking in the Lady Redhounds. Number 3, Kelly Stewart.
Checking in for the Lady Redhounds is number 3, Callie Stewart. Callie Stewart. Wilson's second is up, and it's good. 23-25 is your score. Lady Redhounds on top right now. Hensley going to inbound it to Mills.
Mills are going to bring it up right here.
Mills over to Hensley. Going to be a kick ball. It's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. Hensley into Mills. Mills is going to bring it up. Kicks it over to, turns
Wanted
it
that
over.
pass to Garrison, but that's going to be a foul on Shelby Mills. Maybe a bit of a frustration foul there from that missed pass.
That's going to be Shelby's, her second. So you got Shelby Mills with 2 fouls, Kaylin Smith with 2 fouls, and Kylie Smith with 2 fouls. Lydia's first one is up, and it's good. King's second is up, and it is good. Hensley going to bring it up to the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers needs some offense going right here. Over to Kaylee, inside to Kylie. Little reckless pass there, turns it over.
Yeah, what I will say for the Panthers, I don't think this is a lineup that they normally play with. I don't think
that's going to
this
be a walk on Wilson.
I don't think this certain group of girls are normally put out on this out this court all at once. There's a lot of people playing some positions that they aren't used to playing.
Yep. Number 5 checking in for the Lady Redhounds, Creech. Mills over to Hensley. Hensley got at the top of the key. Over to Kaylee.
Garrison. She's going to go down to Karras. Out to
Shelby Mills for 3. Bang!
Good!
Big 3 from Shelby Mills right there. Lady Panthers needed that desperately.
Walker's going to bring the ball up here for the Lady Redhounds. She's going to drive that in past a 3 and
loses it.
Knocked out by 15, I believe. Mills is going to drive it in, and that is
good. Shelby Mills.
Coach your team, not the rest.
Walker bringing the ball up for the Lady Redhounds.
Panthers are still in a man-to-man, down to 3. Over to 5, shots up, and no good. Rebound by 14, Shelby Mills. Over to Hensley. Hensley's going to drive it down, and they're going to call a walk
on her, yeah. Lost control of it. Shelby Smith checking in for Kaylee Gambrill. And number 23, Petrowski's checking in for the Lady Redhounds.
She's checking in for 34, Sadie Mobley.
Walker bringing the ball up for the Lady Redhounds. It's like we were in sync right there.
Jinx. She's going to kick it down to 5.
Into Petrowski, who puts it up. It's no good. It's going to be a foul on Shelby Mills. That's going to be her 3rd.
It's going to be the 7th. So right now you have Mills with 3, Kaylin with 2, and Kylie with 2.
Shelby Mills with 3 before halftime is a hurt for the Lady Panthers.
Definitely.
Petrowski's first one's up, and it's good.
Kaylin Smith's going to check back in here for number 14, Shelby Mills, which you can expect here because you need her for this the third quarter. You need her.
Yep. The Frederick twins checking in for the Lady Redhounds. Petrowski's second one is going to be up and good.
Yeah, the Frederick twins checked in for Walker and Clemens.
Hensley bringing it up for the Lady Redhounds. Over to Shelby Smith. Back over to Hensley. over to Kylie Smith, into Kaylin, who's going to dribble, passes it back out to McKenzie, over to Kylie, who's going to drive it, back out to Hensley, who's going to take it in, and it is good.
Frederick's going to bring the ball up here.
About
over
a
to
minute
his
left.
sister. 3 is up, and
No
it's
good.
no good.
Nobody boxing out. Petrowski gets the rebound. No good.
That's going to be a foul called on.
Foul number 15.
It's going to be on Frederick.
At the line, number 23, Haley Petrowski.
So that'll be Frederick's 3rd foul.
Yeah, looks like Kaylee Gambrell-Garrison's going to check in after this first free throw. Petrowski's first is up, and it is good. That ties the game up 30-30 with a minute and a second left. Petrowski's second is up, and it is no good. Rebound Hensley. She's going to drive it up for the Lady Panthers. Kicks it over to Shelby Smith. Over to Kaylin. Over to Kylie Smith for 3. Oh, in and out.
It just rolled out.
Oh, that should stay with the Panthers. That should stay with the Lady Panthers. There we go. Shelby Smith to inbound for the Lady Panthers.
One thing I will say about this Panthers lineup, they are at their best when they have
Hensley
the trio.
for 3. No good.
When they have the trio of Hensley, Smith, and Shelby. When you have those 3 in all together, that is when they're at their best.
Frederick with the basket for the Lady Redhounds. Hensley over to Kylie. Kicks it back out to Hensley, who's going to dribble it back to Kylie, who's smothered on defense. Going to be a foul on Creech.
Going to be on number 5, Caden Creech. Smith's going to inbound the ball here for the Panthers.
27 seconds left, into Hensley. He's going to dribble at the top and drive it in. Floats it up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Out to Kylie Smith for a jump shot. Good.
Frederick's going to bring the ball up here. Over to her sister, Briley Frederick. She's going to take it to the top of the key.
5 seconds left on the clock. 4, 3.
She's going to go.
Petrowski's up, no good. Rebound Smith. That's going to be the end of the first half. It is tied 32-32. We will be back at the start of the second half.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Palmville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789. Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Palmville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown.
Hey Panther Nation, it's Macy Nelson here from the Blue and Gold Network, and I'm here with
Principal Jeff Frost.
Good to have you tonight.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, I was wondering, what are some events coming up in Panther Nation, or just at the high school in general?
Yeah, this is a busy week in the life of the school. We've got a lot going on this week. First of all, we've got our Spirit Week taking place with different dress-up opportunities. We hope to end the week with a celebration of with reindeer games. Our Link crew always does a great job organizing that and getting the students involved as a way to celebrate the end of the semester. We also have our finals coming up that we take each year. On Wednesday of this week, 1st, 3rd, and 7th period classes will be taking their finals. And then on Thursday, 2nd, 4th, and 6th will take their finals. I want to encourage our students to be prepared, be here on time, get a good night's rest, study up, and be ready to go. We want to talk a lot about finishing the year strong, and that's what we want to do.
So what is some information that seniors specifically need to know?
Oh, goodness. Our seniors, as the year goes on, it just gets busier and more exciting and somewhat nerve-wracking for them as what they know is normal is about to end.
I knew at the beginning of the year, this group of seniors, I've talked to a few teachers, this is the most, scared seniors we've had, of not being prepared. They have all thought that they are late on the game, not getting everything done, but it was the first week of school.
Yeah, now this group of seniors, they're just fine. We've got a great college coach with Jacob Lindsay. He does an excellent job of working with our students. Back in the fall, of course, he got them all signed up for their financial aid, to be prepared for financial aid and to finish that out with their parents. Also, Union Commonwealth University gave us the opportunity to have our students go for free. They had to fill that out by November 1st. Jacob worked with them, and I think almost every student completed application to Union Commonwealth University. Not sure how many it's going, but it's a great opportunity for those who want to. We also have, looking into the spring and moving forward, we'll have our college signing day, and we'll know more about who's going where then. But we've got a lot of students, and they're doing great, working hard. A lot of our seniors are taking dual credit classes. Others are finishing their career pathway to make sure they finish transition ready is what we call it. But all that's important. The one thing we don't want is we don't want our seniors just to disappear because they think they're finished. We want them to stay with us and finish the year strong and have a great spring semester and be ready for whatever they want to do, whether it be a career. We've got a lot of seniors with the partnership of KCLC. We've got a career coach here along with our college coach. So if we've got seniors that want to get a job, we've got people here to help them. We got seniors here that want to go to college. We've got people here to help them and our college coach. We got students who want to go into the military. We've got our ROTC program.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of supports in place, including our JAG program.
Yes.
You're familiar with that? Like
Yes.
that pretty well?
Yes.
Great
I also had a few questions. Today, during the announcements, I heard a few things about Angel Tree and some other fun things, little things that we could get involved with. Do you know anything about that?
Absolutely. This week is full of different activities. Tomorrow night, our Angel Tree, we'll be giving those out. Our youth service centers worked hard to help. We want to help and support our community and our students that need any help and assistance, and so our Angel Tree is one opportunity. We also this year, with the help of JAG and our Partners for Rural Impact, Miss Tammy Baker and her husband Mike Baker, we have a blessing box now. So we want to not just provide education to our students here, but we also want to support our community in every way possible. So a lot of great things happening here at Knox Central High School.
Well, it was good catching up on everything that's happening this week with you, Mr. Frost, and thank you for being our guest at the halftime
Thank you,
show.
anytime.
And this is Macy Nelson from the Blue and Gold Network.
Millward and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546.
This
This
is
the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion. Knox Central High School.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC?
And we are back live here at the Panther on the old Blue and Gold Network. It's one of my first streams here in a good little bit. I think the last stream was the girls' scrimmage against Whitley County. So watching this Steve Warren squad for the first time in person this season, aside from that scrimmage. You watched them in the WYMT Mountain Classic, and I think they put on a really good performance against Floyd Central, one of the top teams in their region. Losing to North Laurel is a tough one always, but that's the front runner, has been the front runner for the girls for over the last 3 years. But there goes Lydia King with the right hand, lays it up and in, 34-32. Red Hounds lead. It was a tie ball game at the half. Tomorrow we will be streaming Knox Central Girls versus Barville Girls.
Good.
Shelby Mills will tie it right back up in just 20 seconds. You got 2 scores.
Shelby Mills having to play easy with 3 fouls. Good defense there from the Panthers.
Her and Karis Frederick in foul trouble in the first half there. But personally, I think that Corbin plays some of the toughest defense in the 13th region.
Yep.
I think that's why it's been such a low-scoring game. They just haven't been able to convert on the other end.
King into Walker.
Izzy Walker, a senior leader for this Red Hound team, number 32, Addie Wilson. I think the only other senior on that team. A lot of juniors, with Aubrey Clemens and Lydia
Good defense
King.
from Hensley. Going to be a push-off right there.
Ooh, push-off foul right there on Izzy Walker. Lizzie Walker, sorry. Lizzie or Izzy? One of the two. Izzy Walker. I knew I had it right. Shelby on the inbound right there.
Mills over to Kylie Smith. Kylie Smith looking in for Kaylin, who's going to back it down, kicks it out, turns it over to Walker.
Gosh, you can't have that turnover basketball going on right now. The Panthers can't really afford a lot of mistakes against this quality Corbin team right here. That's going to be a foul on Mackenzie Hensley. See, the fouls, I think that they've been equal to both sides, but either they're super obvious fouls or kind of okay, where did you see that one at?
Yep.
So it's just kind of been either way, just kind of being a little bit lenient every now and then.
Who's going to put it up? No good. Oh, that should have been over the back.
Like I said, they're letting some things go,
Yep.
some things not. But like I said, Corbin's one of the toughest defensive teams in the 13th region. I think the Panthers are holding up very well, especially with all the how young they are with Corbin having 2 seniors on the court. They've been playing a lot of 8th graders and freshmen,
Yep.
but most of the playing time has been coming from that junior-senior group. And Panthers usually have about 3 freshmen, maybe an 8th grader every now and then
Yep.
on the court.
I was telling Emily I got to ref both teams during the summer, and a lot of people were counting Corbin out. And I told them, I said, don't count them out.
No,
I said, you can never really
absolutely
count
not.
Corbin out in anything.
Speaking of Corbin, tonight I was at the Corbin Public Library to meet legendary Kentucky author Silas House, and that was a fun time. Got to talk to him and see one of Kentucky's finest, especially with the pen and paper.
That's a good experience.
Aubrey Clemens with the right
No
hand.
good.
Oh, no good. That's a tough
Rebound
miss right
Hensley.
there.
He's going to bring it up.
From the junior.
He's going to drive it in. Doesn't draw the foul. Ooh.
Has a tough problem with finishing over these last few games.
Lydia King over to Walker, back to King, who drives it in.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on the floor on Kylie Smith. I think that might be her 4th foul.
That's her 3rd, I believe.
Her 3rd foul, apologies.
Fouls on the floor.
Walker inbounding for the Lady Red Hounds.
You got a classic right here, and the Panthers have been going so far. I remember the last time the Lady Red Hounds and Lady Panthers matched up here in this gym, it was packed out. I believe that was my 8th grade year. It came down to the final minutes. I believe the Panthers won a crazy, I want to say the final score was like 92 to 83, something crazy.
King's layup is good.
Lindsay has it at the top of the key. He's going to give a handoff over to Shelby Smith. Drives with the right hand, but can't really find Kaylin Smith right there. She tries to fall on it. It's going to hit off her. It's going to be Red Hound ball. Red Hounds have an opportunity to take a 2-possession lead right here with just 5.5 to go here in the 3rd.
Walker bringing the ball up for the Lady Red Hounds. Coach Warren keeping his Lady Panthers in a man-to-man defense. Ooh, could have been another push-off there.
Yeah,
Not called.
Walker almost dragged that, drug that back foot on that pivot right there, close to a walk.
Shelby
As
Mills for
Shelby
3.
Mills, my
No
goodness,
good.
no good. Oh,
Oh,
my!
oh,
Oh, it's
Panthers
good to
did
go.
bounce.
Apologies.
That did not look like it was going to bounce back in.
Was a little sick over the weekend, so I might be channeling my inner Sean McDonough or Gus Johnson. Jalen Watts Jackson gets the football for Michigan State. Last play of the game. One of my favorite
Ooh,
commentators
throws it
right
way
there.
out of bounds.
Absolutely out of bounds right there. But one of those classic commentator moments that I got to see growing up. And so when I woke up this morning, I couldn't feel my voice. That's exactly how I thought it was going to be tonight.
Yep. Frederick checking in for the Lady Redhounds.
Shelby Mills has been really the main one bringing the ball up the court for the Lady Panthers.
Gets it blocked by Clemens.
Stuff.
Clemens, I believe, played for Whitley County last year.
Frederick gets it over to Wilson, down to Clemens in the post, goes up with the left hand, and one!
Kaylin, drop that hand. That's what happens. You got to keep straight up. Let her score if you have to. Don't let her have the and one.
A lot of Panthers in foul trouble right now. They got to be careful.
It's Kaylin's third. Karis Frederick checking in for the Lady Panthers. Kaylin Smith going to get a break.
She also has 3 fouls.
Clemens and one is up, and it's good. Hensley going to bring the ball up for the Lady Panthers. 2
freshmen, an 8th grader, and 2 juniors on the court for the Lady Panthers. Hensley goes up with the left hand.
That's good.
It is good.
On a floater.
Cashes casts a check from the bank for 2 points right there.
Good defense from Hensley.
One of the best face guarders in the 13th region.
Ooh, it's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. Or it's going to be, oh, he's saying, oh, going to stay with the Lady, or the Lady Redhounds. I didn't know what he was calling.
I think maybe Steve Warren was trying to argue that call, and I think he was trying to explain what happened. Oh, what good defense right there. Yep. As that 8th grader is able to push right through Clemens and force a turnover and a foul.
Clemens' third foul. Shelby Mills bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers.
Crosses that logo and gives it over to Frederick on the wing. You have Kylie Smith making a face cut, but gets out to Shelby Mills.
Oh, gets it blocked.
Surprised she didn't take another shot right there. Finds Shelby Smith over to Hensley. Kylie Smith wide open in the corner. She doesn't take it. Oh, goodness, a missed opportunity right there for the Panthers. Frederick tries to get over to Clemens. Clemens, so it's going to be foul, but no shot. But I think it's going to be on Frederick. That's on Karis. That's her 4th foul.
Yep. That's her 4th. I think you go ahead and you let her play it out.
Yeah, I think, Karis isn't a very big scorer. She's more a defensive chess piece for Coach Warren. So you probably want to let her keep playing it out. If she comes out, you can substitute about 3 or 4 players in. Put Kaylin back in, who only has 3 fouls. You could even throw in another guard there with Gamble Garrison. As Petrowski can't hold on to the ball.
Petrowski just checked in for Clemens.
Oh, way to get on the floor, Shelby Mills. As Shelby Smith comes away with it. Over to Kylie Smith. Steps back, drives in, goes up. Foul.
There'll be a foul on Petrowski. Petrowski, daughter of Coach Petrowski.
And brother of football player and basketball player Eli Petrowski, one of the best athletes in the 13th region. So one thing I will say about Corbin, something I will definitely give them their flowers for, I feel like part of this game, the intimidation factor is the name across the jersey. It's Corbin. They may not have the best players skill-wise. They may not have everything facility-wise. It just may not all have it there, but that logo across their chest really defines them. And the culture they've built over there at Corbin, with the the baseball program, with sending Katie on to Louisville, the football program being state contenders in football every year. So any program or anything doesn't matter. Whenever you play Corbin, you know that they mean business.
Yep, that's going to be a foul on Shelby Smith. Kylie Smith hit both her free throws on the other end. Going to be in the bonus. Going to be shooting 2.
Who's that foul on right there?
That was on Shelby Smith.
I believe that's her first foul.
A rule that changed about 3 years ago. We are away from the 1-and-1 and back, and now just to a 2 free throw on bonus.
That's an interesting rule change. I think they changed that my freshman year. My freshman year was the first year they started doing that.
So to me as a ref, it does help the game flow a little bit easier and faster, I believe.
So as a referee, what do you think about the shot clock implementation for the future?
I am, I'm just hoping it works out is all I'm going to say. I think it's going to take a while to train people on it. Hey, Lynn, stuff back is good. I think it's going to be good for the high school programs, but like I said, I think it's just going to take time to get people trained. It's not I don't think it's something that you can just when somebody's not here and you say, hey, can you run the clock tonight? I don't think it's going to be that easy anymore.
That's Kaylin Smith's 4th foul. I believe 5 fouls on the Panthers just this quarter. They are really racking up the fouls, especially in the forward, that 4-5 position.
Me and Emily was talking, not having Maggie really hurts in this game just with the height difference with the Lady Redhounds. You look at Clemens, you look at Petrowski, they're easily pushing 6 foot or higher.
Sadie Mobley at the line right now, shooting her second shot.
Second one is good.
Nothing but net on both those free throws right there.
We're tied up 43-43, about 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Shelby Mills turns it over.
King probably going to go with the right hand, but tries to find Frederick, and Hensley's able to come away with a good defensive stop right there for the Panthers. Is Shelby Smith.
Shoot the jump shot.
Looks like it should have been a walk right there.
Oh,
able to save it. What a hustle play right there from the freshman.
Shelby
Get a
Smith for
three.
No good. Oh,
my goodness. That's another roll-in 3 for the Panthers. As Shelby Mills had one just like that before. What a lucky roll-in.
That's going to be a walk. Yep.
Addie Wilson going to check in for the Lady Redhounds.
Lydia King, if she comes in a little bit stronger, may have got a blocking foul there and got to go shoot. But, when players kind of slow down and they box themselves in, that has a turnover right there.
Peyton Creech also checking in for the Lady Redhounds. Panthers haven't been rotating too much. I know Gigi just checked in for the Panthers. Smith has it on looks like the high wing right there. Is able to find Shelby Mills. Gets it over to Gambrel Garrison in the corner.
Back out to Mills.
Get it over to your point. Back over to Kylie Smith. Going to drive it on the baseline. It sounds like they were asking for some sort of call right there. I couldn't really hear it, but I think maybe a walk. But Panthers are in control. They are up by 3 with a minute to go. They have the ball. I know the Lady Redhounds are in the double bonus, so you want to be careful with that. Going to drive up floater, no good. That is a clean block right there from the Lady Redhounds. Izzy Walker just going to slow things down. Didn't really take advantage of the transition opportunity right there. Go to Frederick. Spin move, goes up to the left hand, switches over to the right mid-air, and it is no good. But looks like it will be a foul. It's going to be a foul. I thought it was going to be a jump ball, but it will not. Possession arrow, Lady Panthers. They switched the.
That's a foul.
I think they were asking for a jump ball right there.
You can't go over the body.
They did switch the possession arrow right there.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they might want to change that back. Gambrel Garrison in the corner. back over to Mills on the wing. Smith for 3.
No good.
No good. Almost a rebound there from Gambrel Garrison, playing out there with a very noticeable knee brace right there. You love to see the heart from her. She's able to still play wide open lane. My goodness.
Panthers got saved on that right there.
I mean, that's just luck. You don't want to save baskets
3 from Gambrel. No good.
Almost another roll-in right there. It's going to foul on Kylie Smith.
Not a good foul. That's going to be Kylie's 4th.
Gosh, we're in the third quarter, and I'm telling you, I think there is 3 different Panthers with 4 fouls. And that can really kill you. And they're about to substitute another Panther in that has 4 fouls. I think your best bet going for you right now is that Shelby Mills only has
3.
1-3.
Frederick checking back in for Kylie Smith. Going to give her a quick break. Walker puts it up. It's going to be good. The other Frederick checking in, the twin sister.
Got both the twins in right now for Corbin. Looks like Corbin's going to go with they've been kind of doing that all game with that weird little, not really a press, but a face guard in front of the jump.
It's good.
That is
Mills, big jump shot right there.
Jump shot right there.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score, 48-45, Lady Panthers on top. We're going to go to an ad break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting.
All right, we are back here starting the fourth quarter. Lady Redhounds going to be throwing it in, Frederick to Frederick.
Big 13th region showdown right now between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Redhounds.
Into Clemens.
One of the
mismatch right there.
One of the best rivalries.
Throws it away.
In the 13th region. That's almost an over and back, but great hustle right there from Gambrel Garrison. Addie Wilson swings it over to Frederick. Kind of finds someone on the baseline, but doesn't put it up. Clemens with the left hand.
Oh, that's going to be fifth.
And I think it's going to be a shooting foul and the fifth foul on Karis Frederick.
Yep, that's her fifth. I don't know who you bring in right here. It's really early in the fourth to bring back in Kaylin.
I think they're
you bring a guardian?
Looked like Brian Elliott was telling her to stay in the game. I think they're actually going to ask him to recount the fouls. They're going to put Kylie Smith in there.
Yeah.
Which I will say, this year...
he's got to hurry. It's going to be a delayed game.
Also, Maggie Gibson being out for this game is huge. That's a big defensive piece missing right now for the Panthers. That's a healthy body that could be put in right there if she was healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Clemens' first one is up. It's no good. Clemens' second is going to be up, and it is good. Gambrel in, throws it in to Hensley. Hensley going to bring the ball up for the Lady Panthers.
Clemens, one of the best juniors in the 13th region regarding women's basketball here around here. Very solid player for the Lady Redhounds. Garrison is able to find Mills. Back to Garrison. Over to Hensley on the wing, driving. What a drive right there. Like a hot knife through butter. Mackenzie Hensley with the lay-in right there.
Frederick bringing it up for the Lady Redhounds. Over to Frederick.
Oh, there's a mismatch down there.
Oh, that's going to be Kylie Smith. Wait, no. I think they're going to call it.
Yeah, that's
going to be a hold.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's only her second foul. I'd like to see the foul totals on both teams after this game. It has to be in double digits for both.
It's tough to eat. I mean, I'd rather them do that than try to foul. Hensley bringing it up over to Shelby Mills.
I think that's been the thing that's killed them is that every time they try to go for a putback layup, we're playing really aggressive, and they're getting a foul usually coming away with an and one.
Over to Shelby Smith, back to Shelby Mills, who drives it in, looks over.
They're trying to expose the zone defense, but they're just not able to do it. Foul on Corbin.
Foul number 10.
Frederick's third for Corbin. Looks like Lydia King's checking in for Creech. Shelby Smith going to inbound the ball for the Lady Panthers. Finds Mackenzie Hensley.
Hensley guarded by Wilson.
Over to Kylie Smith.
Oh, great defense right there from Clemens. Yep. Great, solid defense right there from the junior. Wilson wanted the three right there. All the three-point attempts she's been making have been hesitant. So that's the bad part about being in foul trouble is that you have to play defense like that. Timeout, Knox Central.
It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to go to an ad break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our
Miller
stream.
Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Miller Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardcastle.net.
All right, we are back from that full timeout. 50-50 is your score. Harrison, what do you think the Lady Panthers need to do to regain the lead here and also take control of the game?
Tough defense, but without fouling. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but you've been able to play pretty tough so far. Both your guards only have 2 and 3 fouls, so your scoring options really aren't in danger, but your defense really is. So the Lady Redhounds are going to be able to finally capitalize offensively on the other end of the court, as they have not been able to all game. But
that's going to be another foul on Frederick. That's going to be her fourth.
I do think that's the only Lady Redhound with 4 fouls.
Smith into Hensley, back over to Shelby Smith, back to Mackenzie Hensley, who's going to drive it in. Kicks it out to Kylie Smith, who drives it in. Puts it up and drops the foul.
My goodness, I thought that was going for 2.
Kylie Smith playing big minutes tonight, having to really flip-flop that role of Kaylin and Maggie. Kaylin having to play the role of Maggie while Kylie's having to step over and play that stretch 4 of Kaylin. Kylie's first one is up, and it is no good.
Free throws. That's a tough break right there for Kylie Smith.
Walker checking in for the Lady Redhounds.
Little sister of Lady Panther legend Kelsey Smith, who is not playing basketball in college.
Nope.
She's cheering.
Kylie's second is up, and it is good.
You ever seen that Nate Bargatze sketch with SNL when he's talking about like the founding fathers, and they're like, how many feet to a mile? 5,280, of course. And they're going on about how crazy it is with measurements and whatnot in America. That's what it sounds like when we talk about Kelsey. They're like, oh, yeah, she never cheered. She actually played basketball. Was really good at basketball.
But now she's a collegiate cheerleader.
Now she's a collegiate cheerleader
D1.
at D1 Eastern Kentucky. And you're like, oh, what?
Uh-oh. Lydia drives it in and is...
That's a tough basket right there. That is a tough basket for Lydia King.
Hensley bringing it up for the Lady Panthers.
Lady Redhounds regain the lead for, I think, the first time this half. Maybe a few
into Kaylin, back out to Hensley, drives it in, floats it up,
That's
and
a
it
bad
is no
shot
good.
Right there. That's just a bad shot selection.
Not a shot you want at this time of the game.
5 minutes to go. You can't take that. You're in control. Foul.
No.
And
Okay.
Oh, gosh. I thought that was going for sure.
That's her third foul. First one is no good. Clemens coming out. I believe it's number 3, Stewart.
Callie Stewart, a sophomore for this Lady Redhounds.
Second one is good.
Lady Redhounds are undefeated going into this matchup.
Hensley brings it up, kicks it over to Shelby Smith. Or Callie over to Shelby Mills for 3. Boom!
big. Give me some Shelby Mills. My goodness, what a three-pointer right there from the junior.
Ooh, that's out of bounds. That's going to be Panther ball.
Big turnover right there.
Yep. We're going to get a timeout from the Lady Redhounds.
What a momentum shift right there for the Lady Panthers.
It's going to be a full timeout. We are going to take an ad break. Nope, we're going to stay rolling.
We're going to stick right here, over here in the old Panther den. I know you guys won't hate to see us talking.
So Harrison, Christmas break is coming up.
Sleep. That's what
Sleep.
I'm doing.
That's what you're going to do? Yep.
Sleeping. Finished my GSP application.
Yep.
That was awful. Anybody that wants to apply for GSP, don't. Please don't.
Long application.
Terrible. Gosh, I've spent the last 3 or 4 weeks just grueling over those. Got to do the extracurriculars and the volunteer service.
They want everything.
Honors and awards. You got to write an essay. Then you got a letter of recommendation from the community. You got to get a teacher. You got to get a counselor statement. And it all has to be turned in. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yep. See, that's something I never had to worry about. That I had the Robinson Scholarship, which was a full ride to the University of Kentucky. I don't know if it exists anymore. There was some name changes and stuff, but it used to be to the Cole counties. And it was given to you when you were in the 8th grade.
Really?
They had no idea.
I think it's Rogers Scholar. I think that's what that.
Well,
I know there is a Rogers.
There was two. Yeah, there was the Rogers and Robinson. So the Robinson was directed towards the Cole counties, but they gave it to you in 8th grade. So I mean, it was a risk on them not knowing how you're going to go for the next 4 years.
I remember Lydia King out there, who number 33 for Corbin, was actually the Rogers Scholar at Knox County Middle School my 8th grade year.
Kylie over to Shelby Mills. Drives it into Kaylin.
Gets
a foul.
Bucket. Oh, gosh, she needed the and one right there. I think it's going to go on Lydia King.
Yep. Her third. Be 2 big free throws for Kaylin right here.
Refs. I will say the refs have been very, very whistle happy.
Yep.
All game, both sides. Which they have a better view than I do.
Yep.
They're right there on the court.
First one is good from Kaylin.
I couldn't imagine being a referee. I couldn't do it. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
I'd say it sucks. I could not.
Oh yeah.
So do you just do basketball or do you do other sports?
I just do basketball right now. Second one is good. I will say though, I'm not allowed to ref Knox Central varsity just because of, I guess it's
obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons. I work here.
So you ever thought about like doing football or maybe even umping for baseball?
I thought about baseball. I don't know football good enough to.
Good defense right there from
good
Kaylin.
defense.
Good rebound too. There we go, Lady Panthers.
Hensley pushing it
Give
up.
us a score right here.
Over to Shelby Mills with a long two.
Oh,
Shelby
give us the
Mills.
ball, Shelby Mills.
Under 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Panthers up by 5.
Does anybody ever say Shelby Mills and they start talking about it and you're like, what are you guys talking about my wife?
You know, Shelby's my cousin, so it's like you got a cousin Shelby Mills and a wife Shelby Mills. Ooh, over to Clemens. That's good. I'm glad they did not foul her right there.
Big disclaimer, Travis Mills has a wife named Shelby.
Yep.
I'm not talking about the player.
Nope.
I think we actually had somebody come up to me and ask me in school one time, and I was they were thoroughly confused.
We are going to run an ad break. Full timeout.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
We are back here after that full timeout from the Lady Panthers.
You know, I got lost in North Laurel this past Saturday. I took the ACT at North Laurel, and they took me, I have accommodations, so they took me to like a room that's like, farther away from everybody else.
Yeah.
And so when I was finished, they were just like, right, you're good to
See ya.
go. They were like, you're good to go. And I walked out. I looked to my left, looked to my right, didn't recognize any of it. And I was like, oh, no. It took me like 20 minutes to get out of there.
Hensley and the Kaylin. Kaylin over to Kylie Smith. Back to Hensley. Who's going to over to Shelby Mills. Pushes it over to Kylie Smith for 3.
Give me 3, Kylie Smith.
Big 3 from Kylie Smith right there, the freshman. Coach Warren saying on that man-to-man defense.
Walker
floats it up.
No good. Don't foul.
Don't foul.
We'll take that.
It's going to be a timeout from the Lady Red Hounds. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to roll a quick ad.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
Milton Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Milton Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to miltoncastle.net.
All right, we are coming back from this 30-second timeout.
Travis, what was the best game that you ever reffed in?
The best game I've ever reffed was actually a middle school game. It was actually Corbin Middle School versus North Laurel Middle School girls. A lot of this Corbin's team was on it, Petrowski, the Frederick twins, against a really talented North Laurel team. I mean, a possible 13th region finals in the next 4 or 5 years. Kaylin gets it down low. Ooh.
Oh, what a stuff right there.
Mackenzie Hensley gets the offensive rebound out to Kylie Smith, over to Shelby Mills, over to Shelby Smith for 3.
Bang! Ice cold! Ice cold Shelby Smith! Redhounds need to score.
Good defense.
They get it.
Makes it. Shelby Mills going to bring the ball up.
You got nothing to worry about. There's 2 minutes left in the game. You are up by 5. You have the ball. Take
Slow
your
it
time.
down.
Don't do anything stupid. No stupid fouls. No
Yep.
stupid mistakes.
They're looking the double team right here at the
Keep
top of the key.
the ball with your guards, Kinsey Hensley and Shelby Mills. Those are your best ball handlers.
Over to Shelby Mills for
Oh,
3.
never mind. What do I know? What do I know? I'm not out there coaching. I'm not putting anybody in. I'm not taking the shots. Don't listen to me. Take those shots.
It's going to be a full timeout right
67 points for the Lady Panthers.
67. 67 points right there.
Oh, my goodness. What do I know about basketball? Don't listen to me.
We're going to keep it right here. We are not going to roll any ads. Can we say 6-7? We're going to say 6-7. It is 67-59. Lady Panthers on top.
Oh, my goodness. What a 3 right there. I mean, that's a shot that only Shelby Mills can take, and Steve Warren wouldn't take you out the game no matter what the result.
You have to be a excellent and confident player to take that shot in the heat of the game.
My goodness, that's a very, very risky shot right there. Oh, my goodness. It reminds me of when we played Harlan Independent at home right here. There was a minute 30 left. We were down by 2 against the Green Dragons last year, and we were in the middle of a timeout, and Steve Black asked me, he said, what do you think we should do? I said, hold on to the ball, get the best shot. And Grayson Burton passed it to Evan Hubbard. He's double teamed, and right after that, pulls up, shoots it, makes the 3. We win the game. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like I've said, don't take a shot right here. Evan shot it, hit a 3. From then on, I should just stop talking about close shots in these kinds of games.
Walker, long pass over to Wilson.
Can they get
Wilson's
their own?
No good.
They cannot. Rebound.
Up to Shelby Mills. Take it up left hand. Good. Speaking of Shelby Mills, she has 4 threes this quarter.
Panthers are knocking on the door of another win. Looking to spoil
it. Foul on Shelby
Smith.
Smith.
Goodness, you can't foul
Almost
right
an and
there.
1. You're up by 10 with a minute and 21 left. Slow it down right here.
It's good to play tough defense, but I just think you let it go right there. You don't foul.
Yep.
You put your hands up, but you don't foul.
First one's good from King. Number 40, Clemens, checking in for the Lady Redhounds for number 34, Mobley.
Game has not ended yet.
Nope,
Clock is
it
not
is not
0-0. I don't want to say anything.
Lydia's second one is good.
Such a good fundamental ball player.
Yep.
As the Redhounds are not pressing. They're letting us take our happy time walking up the court.
Hensley over to Shelby Smith, kicks it into Kaylin. Over to Shelby Mills. Over to Hensley.
Take your time. Just a minute left. No stupid passes. Take your time. Hold on to the ball if you need to.
Over to
And
Shelby
even if
Mills.
you want a turnover, you want it to be a dead ball turnover. You don't want it to be an in-transition, fast-paced turnover.
About 50 seconds left.
Oh.
They're going to look to foul, I believe, soon.
Gosh.
Yep, they're looking to foul. Number 24, Walker, going to foul Mackenzie Hensley. And she's going to go to the line for 2.
It's Walker's second foul, so if anybody's going to be fouling a Lady Panther here in these next few
Probably
possessions,
gonna be Walker.
it's probably going to be Walker.
Mackenzie Hensley, an excellent free throw shooter. First one is up, and it is no good.
Oh, my goodness, man. You're
Jinxed it
making
right
me
there.
nervous. Hit your free throws.
Yep. In a close game like this, you have to hit your free throws.
Tracy McGrady, 13 points in 30 seconds.
Yep. Second one's good from Hensley.
Is that what the kids say, elite ball knowledge?
Yep.
As the kids would say.
Lydia King brings it up, takes it in. Don't foul. She puts it in.
Timeout, Corbin.
Yep. We're going to get a 30-second timeout there from the Lady Redhounds. All right, Harrison, you got a 7-point game, 38 seconds left. If you're the Lady Panthers, what are you doing here to secure this victory?
Really hoping that you remember your free throw routine.
Yep.
Because you better start hitting them. If Kenzie Hensley hits both those free throws right there, that layup does no difference in the deficit for the Redhounds. It keeps them at an 8-point deficit.
Yep. Lady Redhounds are going to come out pressing. I don't know if they're not pressed. They're not, but they're going to come out with a tight defense and hoping you turn it over. If not, they're going to go to immediate foul.
I think what they've been trying to do is maybe he knows that they're full court press. Maybe they aren't. The team just it doesn't really fit a full court press. You know, maybe they leave some wide open gaps.
Yep.
I think what he's trying to do is just create a really good half court trap because you got to cross the half court line at some point. Even if it's just 10 seconds, you can. If you get a really good half court trap right there, jump on a pass, then you can take it the other way for a good transition bucket. But they will press right here.
Yep. They are switching to a full court press. Gets it into Kylie Smith. Over to Hensley.
No fouls yet.
Yep, they're going to foul Shelby Mills. Not the person you want to foul. Which I was thinking, too, you look at 1 through 5 on the Lady Panthers, they can all shoot threes.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody on this court right now can shoot. If you remember last year in the region tournament, the only person that would shoot in that first half was Kaylin Smith.
Yep. First one's good from Shelby Mills.
That's how you ice a game right here.
Yep.
Hitting your free throws.
Great players make great shots. Second one is good. Coach Warren being like, hey, don't foul, play defense. Lydia King's
You
three
let
is
that
good.
go. You let that go.
You let that
You
go, let them foul you. Over to Hensley.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's going to be a turnover.
The clock is your best friend right now. There's only 14 seconds.
You're
but
up by 6,
all
14
it takes
seconds.
is a quick 3 right here. If they inbound and get a quick 3, it goes. You're only up 3 with 10 seconds
Hands
left.
straight up right here.
Oh, goodness. This is making me nervous.
Long 3 from King.
Oh, my
no
goodness.
good. Kaylin Smith with the rebound. That's going to be a foul.
That would have been one of the greatest heat checks of all
yeah.
time if she would have hit that.
Kaylin Smith going to go down here and we're going to shoot 2 very important free throws. If you're Kaylin Smith, you need to hit at least one of these right here. You hit one and that puts it out of reach, I believe.
As I can just about say that will ice the game.
Yeah.
For the Lady Panthers, and that
That
most
second one
definitely
is good.
will,
That will
unless they
ice
can
the
score
game.
more than 1 point per second.
Yeah. Nope. Kaylin with another big rebound.
Big
That's gonna be the
win!
big win right here for the Lady Panthers, beating the Lady Redhounds at home. Big 13th region win right here for the Lady Panthers.
That's a statement win right there for the rest of the region. Showing that the Lady Panthers are, they may have lost Hallie Collins, they may have lost Kelsey Smith, they may have lost Sydney Hurst, Zoe Hamilton, and a few Knox Central greats. And no senior leadership on this team, but I can promise you this, they are going to come in here and they're going to give you everything they've got in this gym right here. And you love to see the cheerleaders doing that good old fight song.
Yep.
And you love to hear the chants from the student section roaring for a win for KC. Player of the game, you got to give it to Shelby Mills.
Yeah.
Ice in her veins. What a win right there for the Lady Panthers. It's not one of those tournament wins. It's not a different region. It shows a team that's made it to very important games over the last few years. Addie Wilson, Izzy Walker, Aubrey Clemens, they have all played in very, very important 13th region games, championships, whether it be championships or district championships. This is a very experienced Corbin team. This Lady Panthers team doesn't have any seniors, and they were able to show it tonight that their skills outlast their immaturity. And so whenever you really deep dive into this game, you'll see that Corbin's just small mental mistakes defensively really hurt them a whole lot. That 2-3 zone, the Panthers were able to find little crevices. I know some tough drives by Hensley whenever that back post would, they would switch up towards the wing, and it would cause Hensley to get a wide open lane there on the left side.
And you see in the fourth quarter there, Shelby Mills usually would kick it off, come back over, hit 4 threes there in the fourth quarter that really iced the game for the Lady Panthers.
But Shelby Mills, what can you say? She's one of the 13th region's finest.
Yeah, I would say she's the
top
3 player in the region right now.
Oh, absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind. And was a top 3 player last year as well. You probably put maybe Brooke Nicholson in front of her and maybe 1 or 2 other people. But Lady Panthers, they're here to play. I will say that they're a top 3 team in the region this year. That was a big win for them. I know your wins came against, Harlan County. They haven't been super competitive in the region so far the past few years, but they're a developing program. They're getting better. You got a win over Floyd Central. That was a good win. They're a tough team in their district, but are in their region. But that was at the WIMT Mountain Classic, and so you weren't playing on your home court in front of all these fans. So you got a win in front of your student section. You got a win in front of your fans up here on the Blue and Gold Network. We were streaming. That's like a cathartic feeling right there for the Lady Panthers. As that brings the Corbin Redhounds, who were undefeated going into this game, they are now 4-1. So.
Now, Harrison, when we talk about this with the Lady Panthers, what do you think from here on out, that drive of this win, where do you think that takes the Lady Panthers?
Well, it shows, like I was saying about like Corbin, that logo across their chest. They're showing, I think these girls have kind of had this, it's kind of the same thing that our football team does, I feel, with like Clay County and Rockcastle County. They look at the logo on the helmet and they instantly assume the worst because they're a good traditional program. They don't care about who's under the pads, they just care about what's on the pads. That's something that Coach Mills has really stressed about over the last few years. So I think it's kind of what Coach Warren told him. Is like, these, they're Corbin. They're a good program, and they've been neck and neck with us, and we've bested them the last few times that we've played them. So we need to just go into this game and just win this one and go on to the next. So I think this was like a realization for these girls. Like, we can beat these teams. We can beat the South Laurels. We can beat the Clay counties, Middlesborough, the Bell counties, all these other good programs within the 13th region. And got here, and you want to make a run in March. It's kind of been the Achilles heel. You only won your first region tournament game since 1998, just 2 years ago, over Harlan Independent, and you lose that, those heartbreakers to Corbin in the semifinals. That second year, and then last year losing, they were the front runner last year to win the region, and then going up there and losing to South Laurel in that semifinal was a tough break right there. But a lot of these girls, I think they worked under some of the best mentorship possible with that senior group last year. I think that was some of the best. They may not have won it all, but I'm telling you, these girls probably learned so much from that senior group right there.
We'll be here again tomorrow at home with the Barberville Tigers.
the team across the city.
Yep. And then I'm looking at their schedule, and then they go into like a Christmas tournament. I don't know where they're playing at, but then they come back January 3rd, and they're playing Corbin again in the Kentucky 2A tournament.
That's interesting. I know usually they play Whitley County in the 2A in that first round, or Perry.
Yeah. So it'll be a fun matchup to watch again.
I
And
think
it's
we're
going to be
gonna
at
get-
Bell County.
Yeah, I think we're going to get Coach Warren and Shelby Mills up here for an interview whenever possible.
Yep.
Travis, how you going to spend your Christmas break?
I'm going to spend it. So my Christmas break literally is going to be busy nonstop starting Saturday. I have to travel to Paintsville for Shelby's family. And then Christmas play Sunday.
Yep.
And then every other family
Beacon
next day.
Baptist Christmas plays. You better believe that Kim Chestnut's got it right.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of tomorrow night, also, if you're a student listening, be ready for the 5th quarter taking place here at Knox Central High School. Sponsored by First Priority combination of Barberville and Knox Central.
I believe it'll be John Hobbs speaking.
Yeah, I believe it
he
is.
just about speaks at everything. We go to a Bible study up at Locust Grove every Saturday. With him, he's been able to do a lot of good things with all of the speaking that he's been doing. First Priority Club is growing a lot here at Knox Central. I will say that. I think we actually kind of go back to what I was talking about GSP, but our record, I think this is the most we've had apply since maybe 2018 for GSP. It really is, like, I'm not joking. That is a very rigorous and very tough application process.
How long did it take you?
It took me weeks.
Weeks.
Weeks of consistent, like, because that's what I was saying is, like, you got to think of every possible thing that you can put on that paper.
Yep.
Like, for your volunteer service, if you did, if you picked up trash on the court square on a Tuesday your freshman year,
they want to know.
They want to know that. They want you to put that on there. The honors and awards. If your teacher left you and said, "Hey, why don't you watch over this class real quick?" That's an honor right there. And you can fill up. You can fill up. That's the main goal. You really want to fill up all of the possible, spaces. And so it's usually about 20 extracurriculars. And I had to think of 20 extracurriculars that I've done over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And volunteer and service, I had to think of about 35 plus volunteer and service things I've done over the last 3 years. And not only do you have to list them, you have to also describe them in detail, what you did, what grades you did them in, how much time you did them for, how it changed you as a person, what you learned from it, and everything. But you have to do it for every individual thing. And then because it's really more about setting yourself apart from the other applicants. Not so much doing the most. It's about how different are you from these other people. How can you contribute to GSP as a whole? We only had one go last year, Amelia Lord, and I'm just sad that she didn't tell me how awful it was. I'm mad
So
at her.
as we go into Christmas break and we come back after and we enter like new extracurriculars, what would you say to a student that is maybe just now listening to this or go back tomorrow and listen to this? What would you say to them that are thinking about going out for extracurricular but they're on the fence about it?
My number one thing that I will say to Knox Central students, this has been my number one thing since freshman year: get involved. Get involved. It does not matter. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're on the bowling team. I don't care if you're playing basketball, football, baseball, softball, volleyball. Doesn't have to be a sport. It can be TSA, STLP, HOSA, applying for things like Hobie and academic team. Get involved in something.
Yep.
And we're having Coach Warren and Miss Shelby Mills come up here for an interview. And all right, well.
All right, this is Travis Mills signing off.
Come on, Shelby.
Thank you. If I can get under this table.
Okay, well, I got it. So that's a big win right there. Before you hit that three to go up by 8 there in the fourth quarter, I was sitting up here and I was saying, don't do anything stupid. No shots right here. Take it slow. And then you shot that 3, and I was like, well, what do I know? So what was going through your head that entire offensive possession?
That whole
entire offensive possession, I had so much confidence. I was like, it's going up. And as soon as it went in, it immediately, everybody's
Milton
confidence
Castle, your auto accident
rose,
attorney,
and we
located on the
immediately
Court Square in
was like, we're
Barberville.
coming with the
Provides
win.
law services for
So you go
personal
into the
injury,
half
criminal defense,
32-32.
nursing home
I think
neglect, and
Corbin's
auto
the
accidents.
toughest. I
Milton
think Corbin
Castle
is
has
the
been practicing law in
toughest.
Knox County for 25 years.
Defensive-wise, one of the toughest teams that you guys will see in the 13th region. They are very, very tough defensively. They're strong on the glass, and they're able to come away with a lot of forced turnovers and really good contests. So how are you kind of working around that?
Do it. Say it again.
It was tied at the half. Like I said, they were playing very tough defense. One of the toughest teams you guys will see in the 13th region so far this year. So what did you guys kind of go into this offensively going into the second half? How did you change it up to score 44 points?
Well, the offense, like the first half, we was not really passing the ball. We wasn't playing really as a team. But then after halftime, we was like, we need to play as a team. We need to play together. And then as soon as we come in with the mentality of we're coming with the win, but we're coming in with as a team.
And I think that was a big statement win for the Lady Panthers. This team, no seniors. He didn't really have a big definitive win. I know Floyd Central is a very good team. They were one of the top teams in their region, and Harlan County was a big win as well. But I think this was really just a statement win for your guys' team. So how's that going to carry over? I know it's just the 5th game of the season, but Corbin was undefeated. They were 4-0. They won every game they played up until this point. So how's it kind of help the team spirit?
It's helped a lot with our team spirit because obviously we're young. We don't have no seniors, so it gives the younger ones confidence, and then it allows everybody to have confidence.
So Karis Frederick played a lot tonight. She's an 8th grader. So how has she really impacted the game?
She's really impacted the game by being like her position. She's really been working hard on her position during practice, and it's shown in the game.
So one of the very obvious parts about this game was the fouls.
Yeah.
The fouls, both sides. I think it was called very fair, both sides. And you had, I think, 4 Panthers with 4 fouls. Karis Frederick fouled out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the Frederick girls fouled out for Corbin. They had a few girls with 3 or 4 fouls. So what was that intentional? Were you guys trying to play more aggressive? Were you trying to, maybe, I know some coaches, they really like the philosophy of, if you ain't fouling, you ain't trying.
Yeah.
And so was that intentional, or do you think that was just like a byproduct of playing against a team like Corbin?
It was just the byproduct of playing against a team like Corbin.
So, yeah. So that's tough to work around right there, with Maggie Gibson being out, because most of those fouls, Kaylin Smith had 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And like I said, Karis ended up fouling out of the game. So whenever Kylie Smith had to come in there, so you only had, 2 or 3 people that you could put in to really crash the glass. So how did you guys work around that?
We really just worked around it by just allowing the older girls to talk to the younger girls, because the younger girls come in, they were a little bit nervous. Like Karis Frederick, she has not had many varsity minutes, but tonight she had a lot of varsity minutes, and she come in with confidence. But obviously she fouled out, but at least she was trying.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's an old Harrison Davis quote right there. If you ain't found, you ain't trying. So, congratulations on the win.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We'll get Coach Warren now.
Yeah. Thank you. Really?
4 threes in the 4th quarter, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Coach Warren's a hoot. I know a lot of people think that, Corbin's not the 13th region monster they have been over the last few years, losing Kylie Clem and a few other girls there. But how do you think that win matched up against, the Floyd Central win and the Harlan County win?
They're undefeated right here. They're 4-0 this season. They added a Clemens girl from Whitley County. The Wilson girl, she's been lighting it up 32 here on the wing. We kind of keyed on her. But we needed this win. We struggled there Saturday on both ends of the floor. So we had girls step up here tonight that's really not put a lot of minutes in and really stepped up for us big.
So I was talking to Shetley about one of the more obvious parts of the game was the fouls. The fouls was a big factor in the game, and she said that it was more of a byproduct of playing a team like Corbin, not really intentional. So from a coaching standpoint, how did you work around that? You had 4 girls with 4 fouls. Karis Frederick fouled out. You pretty much, I think Shelby was in foul trouble in just the 2nd quarter. So how did you work around that?
Some of that could be on me. I kept us in man-to-man there forever. And that kind of extended us in a little bit, and a lot of times they, had 4 guards on the floor. We went to that zone defense there in the 4th quarter, and And man, they really responded in it. Played their spots. They kept those girls pushed out, and great defense there. We had a couple of lapses where we got back cut there, but for the most part, I think that protected our girls that were in foul trouble. Kaylin and Kylie there, so we try to protect them and went zone there, and it really worked for us.
I was going to ask you about Corbin's zone defense. I know we were able to find a lot of gaps later on in the game. I feel like the first part of the game we were struggling to find the gaps in that 2-3 that they were running. So is there anything that you told them specifically, any gaps that you saw as a coach that they just weren't seeing that you were able to help point out and help scoring?
We talked about it at halftime. We were attacking the gaps, but we weren't making the open pass. A lot of times that ball was sticking. I don't know if we were sped up or what have you, but a lot of times we were getting in there and we had girls open, didn't see them, what have you, right there. But I think in the second half we attacked and kicked a lot better.
So you want to talk about a game changer? I think the biggest play of the game. 64-59. Minute 40 left. Shelby Mills shoots that 3 and makes it. What were you thinking when the ball was in the air? Were you
please going?
Because I was sitting up here. I told Shelby this. I was sitting up here, and I said on here, I was like, hold on to the ball. There's less than a minute left. You're only up by 5. This can change quickly. Don't do anything stupid. And then she shot the ball. I was like, oh goodness.
Yeah.
So
you're like, no. We had that happen here. I don't know if you remember 3 or 4 years ago. We had Corbin here.
Yes,
and,
I was talking about that game.
We had a 3 over there on that left side, and I was like, no, but it was a backbreaker.
I do remember that. I was actually sitting like right up there because I remember we were really good that year.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say that final score was a little bit weird. It was like 92-83.
Yeah, it was high scoring.
It was a very high scoring game. I remember
it was up
game.
and down. Shelby, she's like the rest of these girls, but she's got the green light. When she's open. Sometimes we'd rather her shoot that 3 than somebody shooting a layup. I mean, she's one of the better shooters in this part of the state, and got full confidence, but I'm sure glad that one went down.
And you got another big 3 from Kylie Smith there. That was a big one.
Kylie hit one, and then Shelby Smith hit a big shot for us there. Just tickled for them girls because we need those girls. We've got 2 or 3 core girls here that scoring the ball for us, but we need that 4th, 5th, and 6th girl, to come up and be confident enough to put the ball in the hole, and I hope tonight this right here will help that. I'm super proud of them.
Well, kind of what I was talking about was one of the things I talk about during the stream is the culture, just overall what the culture has been at Corbin, across from their boys team, their girls team, the baseball team, the football team. They're very well known. Traditionally, they're a sports school. And kind of what I was telling Travis is we kind of do the same thing when I played football. When we would play a team like Bell County or Rockcastle County, we would look at the logo on the helmet. We don't look about what's under the pads. We look at what's on the pads. And I think that scared us a lot, playing in such traditionally good programs. And I said the logo across the chest, I think played a factor in this game tonight because I think this win really helped show these girls they can beat the programs like Corbin. They can beat the South Laurels. They can beat the Clays, the Bells, the Whitleys. And they're really up there, and I think they just had a tough time realizing they're a top 3 program here in the region. This is a very, very, very good program, and I don't think we realize that.
Yes, this is our 5th year. Me and this coaching staff we've got, which is a great staff, but we're coming 4 20-win seasons in a row. Like you say, that's a real thing you're talking about. Seeing that C coming in or the South and the North, it is a lot of mental, and we need to get over that. I feel like we've built this program along with these kids and our kids in the past to where we are a top 3 or 4 team in this region every year. And so games like this, hopefully that gets that stigma off to where they're rolling in and we're, kind of, wanting to relent to them. And instead we step up right here and make big shots.
Yeah, so it is very early in the season. It's a mid-December game. You just got done with the WYMT Mountain Classic. But how does this help position you with your team come postseason?
It's a big help. I don't know if you watched Saturday or not, but we were kind of discombobulated bad and girls down. And this is just a big win for us. I know it's like you say, it's early in the season, but our schedule's pretty tough. And there's no gimmies on here. And we're going into this Christmas break. We got Barberville tomorrow, tough tournament up in Montgomery County, and then we're going back to Florida after Christmas. So we needed this for confidence, for that junior group right there. But like I said earlier, we really needed this for these younger girls, just for them to realize, they can put the ball in the hole. They can be able to score the ball for us.
So how does this team match up against the Lady Tigers tomorrow?
Barberville, I know they're young. They've got the Lingle girl and the Martin girl coming back and the Brock girl. They've got some talent over there. We're at a point here right now, we've got to bring it every night. The effort, we got to get better every night. I like what we've seen there in that second half on defense, so I'm hoping we can carry that over tomorrow, on the offensive end, moving the ball. What was it, 32 at the half?
Yeah.
And we, I felt like we should have been in the 40s. We were letting that ball stick in our hands so much and not really trusting it. And then the second half, we scored 46 points in the second half.
So how has an 8th grader like Karis Frederick really pushed into this rotation? What kind of difference has she made?
Like tonight, Karis is a athletic, strong, physical girl for an 8th grader. And, she moves well for a big girl, and she doesn't mind the physical play. And we're going to need her going forward right here. I know she's young, but she gives you 5 strong fouls down there, and she's going to beat and bang down low. So we need her going forward.
It's an old Harrison Davis quote: "If you ain't fouling, you ain't trying."
I agree. I agree with Harrison there.
Absolutely.
I do.
All right, congratulations on the win, Coach. Good luck on your season.
Thank you all.
Thanks for covering us, buddy. Who y'all got next, or after Barville?
We'll go to Montgomery County over there. We got Campbell.
Tennessee, Campbell, or Ark? Oh,
yeah. Good tournament, though. Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right, wave bye to the camera.
Barberville.